Right then, job of the week. Let's go have a look. Fish passport.
Today is this bathroom. So what are we doing? We're going to have tile here, so we don't want to damage any of the walls or any of that coping. See that coping? That's antique. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we take this out. We're going to have to take a bit of this doorway to get a bigger tray in, and then we're going to tile that level, and then drop it down. Come along here. So the plan of action, freestanding bath only just fits there. And I mean only just 900 cubicle, only just fits there. Sink, kamikaze. And that's it. Fish passport. Your bathroom. These are the worst tiles you could ever put in. This is travertine. They're the right thick tile, but what you have to do is you have to coat these once a year to seal them in. And on the floor, guaranteed, no matter what you do, they always crack. They always crack on the floors because they're really soft tile. They're a fat tile, but they're a really, really soft tile, and that is why you should never do it. They are nice. These, I remember these in round about 1995 or something. Around 2000 people were throwing them in left, right and centre. And they ended up being the biggest nightmare on the planet of the Earth. Do you know what I mean? Because they look nice, but the quality of them are not very good. This is what you should never do. See that? I just smashed that open. See that isolator? That's isolated, been leaking. Look at that compression joint been leaking. Why? Why do that? And then see what they've done in this side. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, nice. Bit of toilet paper, hold it up. It's quite a clever idea, that. Genius. Well, tile goes off. That waste pipe high. So what we've got here is, this is why you should never put these baths in like this. These baths, joking aside, this bathroom may be, most probably about 6 years old. Hasn't lasted long. Travertine tiles. This bath, whoever's fit this, whoever tiled it was a good tiler. But that don't make them a good plumber. Because the stuff what they've done here, the box stuff in, they've used compression fittings, which have been leaking. This tap, which has been leaking. The bath, as you can see, has dropped. Look at that. Look at the movement there. Look. See the movement? Look how much that's bringing down. This is what we like, lads. See this? We put tile adhesive on and then dotted the tile. What's the point of doing all that and then dotting the tile? At least if you're going to dot the tile properly, you know what I mean? All the way around it. They put all that on and then thought we'll just dot it there. And that is why I don't think this was going to be a bit of a mess underneath here. I think they've took just enough out there, don't you? See, in this is why you should never use compression. Underneath, this is underneath bath, it's been leaking, as you can see. I keep telling people day in, day out, they never listen. Do you know what I mean? This is what we find. But It's no problem. We're here. We've seen it. We don't like it, but what can we do? We have to save a bit of this, strengthen it all up, and it'll be beautiful. It'll be like a job. Now understand, right? They've gone 4x2 there. They put 20mm on floor, and then they haven't put a bat in that back. Let's have a look, see what's on the bath. Nothing. Cut the floorboards out. The problem with this is because these joists, look how thick them floorboards are. Round here we're going to struggle to get some. It's going to be a nightmare. Nightmare. Might have to just start, bite the bullet, just cut the floor all the way up there, take all this floor up and replace it. It was going so well. But this is why it failed. No batten on the bath. Very simple. What would that cost? £1. Trouble-free bathroom. Not with a tap because the tap's no good anyway. But £1, bit of timber. Bath would have never moved. Bish bash bosh. Simple. What I've done in the end, I've took it off. Took the walls off. Took them off back there. All the way around. Because we're going to be tiling halfway. So I thought I might as well just make it easy. We'll reboard it. And then we'll tile it. And it'll be beautiful. Get a like, share and follow. And remember, if MJC hasn't seen it, it's just not possible. Do you know what I mean? Bish bash bosh. Don't forget to like, share and follow. So this morning before we start, what we have to do is, we're going to have to do something here. We're going to have to patch these boards back in. And sort this floor out. Maybe sort some plumbing out. Because there's a bit of a mess, it's all over. Why they did it like this, I just do not know. At all. So what I'm thinking of, we'll cut off there, that point. And we'll use them boards to fill in this part here and this part here, and then we'll have to double up board because this joist, these floorboards are 26mm thick. So that's for the shower, that's for the sink, that's for the bath. It is a total mess. So what we're going to have to do is, I can't cut any more out of these joists because it's dangerous already. Look how much I've done. What I might do is I might be able to get another one in there for the bath out. So the bath teed off separate from the shower. And then put an anti-siphon trap on the sink and attach the sink to the shower, run it up. Because like I keep saying, we don't want to cut any more joists out. But in this situation, there's not a lot you can do. We have to work with what we've got there, and it should be fun. Bish bash bosh. What we'll do is we'll cut that off, reboard all that floor, use them floorboards for up here, and we'll go from there. What would you do? Message in the comment. What we're doing here is this setup is going to have to go. It's a bit of a mess. This. You can see the lady says they were having to pressure the boiler because they put isolators all over. Can you see how that's been leaking? That to be fair, this one's most probably leaked from us. That compression, we'll just tighten that up. But this has been leaking for years. If you see anybody putting isolators on your central heating, kick them out of the house. That's what you want to do. Just kick them out of the house. Any plumber who uses these on central heating, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? because you know for the fact they always leak, so why do it? It's basic science. It's like hitting my head against the brick wall. Do you know what I mean? I just don't know what to do with you. You would think because you were Corgi registered, you'd have a bit of brain power, but it's just not there. The joys of old pipework in property and how it's linked up. It's linked up all over. It's linked up all over, but what we have to do is we have to fathom. So see this pipework here, we need to get rid of that, yeah? See this pipework here, we could do with getting rid of that. That pipework over there, we want to tighten it up. And all this pipework is all the same pipework. So it goes from there, to there, to there, back to there, and down there. So it's all the same pipework. It's linked up all over, but what we have to do is we have to fathom. So see this pipework here, we need to get rid of that, yeah? See this pipework here, we could do with getting rid of that. That pipework over there, we want to tighten it up. And all this pipework is all the same pipework. So it goes from there, to there, to there. So the first thing what we have to do here is whenever your runs out, we need to check underneath to make sure, because sometimes there could be a downstairs toilet, or sometimes they might be running them downstairs into the wall, and they'll run them into the wall, into the kitchen tap. So we have to make sure that it's not connected. And then we have to think about scrap for Christmas, you know what I mean? Christmas is coming. The goose is getting fat. Bish bash bosh. Don't forget to like, share and follow. So when we've got a load of pipework like this, and you're trying to fathom out, because this bathroom's been touched off, and instead of, when they did the last bathroom, instead of actually just taking all the old crap out, they've left it in and they've attached here, they've attached there, and they've gone all over. So what we need to do is, the first thing what we need to do, can you tell me what we're going to do? No? I'll tell you what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the hot and the cold. There should be hot and cold, 2 pipes coming into this room, and hot and cold going out of this room into another room. So we've got 2 pipes coming into the room. All these other, we've got spurs off there, cold, 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 cold. So we've got too many spurs off, we don't need any of them. All we need is the hot and the cold. So we're going to track the hot and cold coming into the bathroom, which is down there. And then from there, we're going to cut them off. Here, we've got some boxing in and we've got some hot and cold. They go in there and then they go up there into the loft for the other bathroom. So we need to know which is the hot and cold there. So all we have to do is mark which is the hot and which is the cold. We'll mark that. We'll mark the hot and the cold coming into the bathroom there, the hot and the cold going out of the bathroom here, and then everything else is easy. All we do is cut that cold there, run the cold first to wherever we want, the toilet, the sink, the shower, the bath, and then we need to get back onto this cold, and then we've made it a loop system back upstairs. Then we will do the hot, the exact same, and we'll get rid of all the pipework. All this copper will be gone. All this copper will be in my van. Do you know what I mean? Bish bash bosh. Don't forget to like, share and follow. This is why plastic should always be used. See how you can go closer to centre joist straight through instead of all on top of it like that. That's why plastic is always going to be the king. Copper used to be the king when you were the dinosaur, but not now, lads. Plastic is king. You remember, if anybody asks you, MJC Kitchens and Bathrooms told you, plastic is king. Copper's out, boys. Out. It's only for show, and you only need a stab. You don't even need a solder in it. Have you seen how fat that floorboard is? 26 mil that. Can you remember what it looked like when it were all missing and all this missing? So what I did is I robbed Peter to pay for Paul, and now Peter and Paul are happy. Check this, bang level. So what I did is all I did is use a 6 mil piece of ply underneath this, and then an 18mm board on top of it. That sun's in his way, and that in turn makes it beautiful. It's looking good, looking good. Hot and cold's done. Now I'm just going to board this wall today, and then maybe board that wall. Sparky needs to get in, and we'll go from there. Bish bash bosh. Don't forget to like, share and follow. All the best tips from MJC Kitchens and Bathrooms, the one and only. That people fail in a wet room. It doesn't matter whether you tank the walls, whether you do this, whether you do that, whether you tickle your nuts. It doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is if this tray moves and this board moves, then that is what causes leaks. Whether it's tanked, whether it's not tanked. I think tanking's a banging idea, to be honest, but who am I? So, see this? This is the old situation. See that? No batten along the bottom. This used to be the old latter mold plaster, so when they had it done before, the lads who did it, they didn't put battens in. So I put one in across there, and I'm going to put one in across the bottom. Because on that bottom there, even though on a 12mm plasterboard you can go up to 600, it's still not good. There's a flex in it. And if there's a flex in it, the tiles can flex, the grout can crack, the shower can leak. So it's as simple as that. Got to make it bulletproof, and that's it. Job's a good one. So all we're going to do is cut that bum in there. When we plasterboard it, the shower, the plasterboard won't be able to push against that, and it'll be bang on. Do you know what I mean? Top tip, MJC Kitchens and Bathrooms. Don't forget to like, share and follow. So for the tap, this is a concealed tap. It goes in the floor. So we have to cut the floor out, we have to attach it. I like these taps because they are virtually bulletproof. So that unscrews off, pulls off, and then what I'm going to do is I'm using one of what's this, HX2915 F2O. So we know he's not going to leak. We're going to bolt that in there like that. Then what we're going to do is swivel elbow straight in there, straight down onto his pipe. Same with this one, straight into there. Don't forget PTFE tape first. Straight down, very easy. One hot, one cold. It's as easy as that. And then the tap clicks on top of it. There's a lot of instructions, but to be fair, it's very simple. Einstein could do this. Freestanding bath, I always get asked, how do we sort the waste out? The waste, these are the pain to do for the start. So the first thing we do is, see how them legs are all over? What we have to do is, we won't do it now because this floor's going to get boarded with a jackerboard, and then he's going to get tiled, then he's going to go on down for the bath. But at the minute, I'm prepping it. So how we prep it, we get the exact same gap there, 850 to 850. We're going off that wall, it doesn't matter what, everything else is square in this bathroom, it's never going to be square. So we're going off that wall, and then what we do is, you draw around the bottom of it, the plug's there, just marking all there, so we know where we're coming down, so we're going to go down. I judge it by eye, obviously, get a tape measure and measure it because my eyes are like a laser, you know what I mean? So now the waste pipe is going to come along there, and it's going to go underneath there. And as you can see, there's a connection there to connect onto the waste pipe. So that connection is the biggest pile of crap I've ever seen, like. And look how soft that is. Oh, this is like a candy shop. This is what got supplied with it. That flex is, tell you what, that's all it's worth. Do you know what I mean? The bin. What we're going to do is we're going to get a proper one, a decent one with a decent flex on it, and we'll get it in there. See these brackets here and all these leg supports? We'll get it up on some 4x2. You know where your 4x2 is, you screw them out so it balances it. Make sure that they're solid, and then we're going to jollop with silicone, put it down. But my waste pipe, as you can see there, off this rim, I want to be there. So I'm going to bring my waste pipe out there, or I'm going to bring it out this side. Maybe there. One of them sides, we'll see which side's better for underneath, and then it'll get left, we'll tile it, and then we'll get a proper trap for the bath, and it'll go down this bath wash. Don't forget to like, share and follow. So all we're doing now is I've drilled the hole where we want to bring the waste up. Obviously when we take this board out, how we're going to know where the waste is. So you mark the wall, yeah, centre of the hole, straight across, mark the floor. Mark the hole, centre across. Centre of the wall. So now we've got a X here, X here, X here, X here. Now we can lift the board up, we can drop the pipe in, fix it so it comes up here, drop this bath unit in, which is going to go in there like so, like so. Beautiful, just beautiful. And then jobs are done. Simple as that. This bath wash. Don't forget to like, share and follow. So I've got my waste in solvent weld hard fixed all the way to there. Impossible to leak. The frame is in for the tap, which goes on. So my waste pipe comes along here, and then this in here, what I did is I took the old waste pipe out, what they hadn't put solvent weld in. Solvent weld all the way up to here. Then I'm going to go solvent weld from that fitting into this waste. That's it. How do I manage to do it? Solvent weld. So this is a trap what we've got for this one, because it's a gold trap. So it's a bit special. So we're going to put it on like that. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to board this floor with jacker board. I'm going to board all this because I'm going to pack the tray up because it bows in that corner. And then my pipe is here. Yeah. So my plan of action is board it, clean this floor up, board it. Then I'm going to cut the trap out. That shape of that trap I'm going to cut out, yeah. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my arm under. I'm going to glue a solvent weld onto that. And then I'm going to get this in line and I'm going to get it bang on. That's what I'm going to do. Get it bang on. No flexies. Should never use flexies on traps underneath a house because people put chemicals in your trap. And all these false tannin, all these other chemicals what these birds wear, it's no good for these flexies. Do you know what I mean? So I understand why a lot of plumbers do it. Is because they're not very good. But when you're as good as me, you would not do it. So I will not do it. I will show you how to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is think. As you can see, I've screwed all the boards down. All the boards down fully. I've screwed them down so there's no movement. And I will work from the top and we will get it in. So we're going to be doing a snatch. Snatching them pipes. Just waiting for them to get out of the shower because we don't want combi going down. Then we're going to be finishing this waste. So what you got to remember, lads, if you want to be the best, you got to follow the best. Look, I've got spectators. What you want, like? You can't be here while I'm snatching, you might bite me. Do you know what I mean? This bash boss, don't forget to like, share and follow. Let's go. You tell me why gas fitters do this. Do you know what I mean? Because they pay
a lot of money to be gas registered, and then they do stupid stuff like this. What's that about? See that? Why on earth are they putting isolators everywhere? As you can see, that one has been leaking. That one's been leaking there. Can you see that? As soon as you touch that fitting, that's going to absolutely squirt. That's going to squirt. You know what I'm saying, lads? Why? Can you? I'd like some gas fitters to come on and answer the question, why do you do that? You spend all this money to get registered, keep your registration, and then you go around putting isolators on stuff like that. Why? Can you just tell me why? Just a simple question. Why do you do it? Is it for repeat work or something? So before the snatch, people always ask me, how do you get everything bang on? Because they don't give Tyler any chance to move anything. See that all? That's as tight as you want it. Do you know what I mean? I only wish. But apart from that, this is what I'm using. This is a right angle valve, see, so we're not going to have any of this. The height for the rad is good because when you put the towel on, you don't want it hitting the floor. So when that rad valve goes on, it's going to go straight out the wall there, straight into the rad, and it's going to be beautiful. So whenever you're doing your prep or all like that, make sure you make it tight. What's the point of having it slack? Slack is no good, innit? Do you know what I mean? Keep it tight, keep it real, get his first fix in, and then we're going to snatch them pipes. Bish bash bosh. Don't forget to like, share and follow. And if you're not following me on my Instagram, get on my Instagram and my YouTube channel. I've got everything going on. Do you know what I mean? Bish bash bosh. Whenever we're swapping over onto plastic, what you have to do is you have to clean your pipe up. So you clean your pipe up. Wherever you're going on, you clean it, yeah? Because what happens if there's a dent in it, and then after you cut it, you slot your fitting on and that dent, the only way these are going to leak is if that rubber goes onto a dent and it can't seal. So what you have to do is, I'm going to get rid of this dead leg. I don't know why they've left it on. I won't waste that dead leg because see how it's got a cap on it? I can use that for another job. For something like what I need capping off. But look here. Oh no. Thought there were one there, but there won't. So you've got to clean it. And then what I've done is, nice and clean, I can see that there's no dinks in it. I can feel at the bottom that there's no dinks in it. This is why. They might be as rough as a 9-bob nut, but they're as tender as a woman's beaver, you know what I mean? That's the best way to explain it for you. Then, we've got this piece, but when I cut this out, that's going to go straight onto there, that's going to go straight onto there, and then this pipe here, going to go straight out the wall like that, and it's going to be beautiful. So you just have to be quick, and you've got to be confident, because you only get one strike at it, you know what I mean, lads? Right, let's get the cups. We've got our heating pipes in. I haven't powered system up yet. So I've got every single compression fitting I can see it out. I've got the isolators out. Why leave isolators on? I keep asking people, do not put isolators on central heating. In fact, I would not use them, if possible, on anything. It's pointless. So I've cut them out, cut the legs out, cut the stabs out, we're in the wall. We're coming straight out. I've gone into this batten here. So when we screw his rad in, we're straight into the batten, and Tyler can't move them. Well, he could move them, but he could only move them a couple of mil, and a couple of mil we'd always get. So now we're going to fill the system back up, check for the leak, and when I finish screwing this board on, then I'm going to do the waste, which everybody thinks is impossible. Solve it well. Big splash bosh. Big bash bosh. Don't forget to like, share and follow. And remember, get over onto my YouTube channel, my Instagram channel. Instagram, he's filthy. Do you know what I mean? Big splash bosh.